Hi, I'm Harry Forbes from ARC Advisory Group. I'm here at the 2019 ARC Forum in Orlando. My guest is Ricky Watts, VP of Industrial for Wind River. Ricky, thank you for being here with us.
Pleasure to be here. How are you again?
Ricky, we've talked about a lot of changes here at the ARC Forum, but could you just make sure everybody understands what Wind River is and how you contribute into this space?
Okay, good question, Harry. I mean, Wind River has been in the industrial market for a long, long time. You know, in its embedded systems, its real-time operating systems. So, you know, our involvement really evolving from that as we're starting to see this transition, you know, we're going through in the moment in terms of the way that the industry is moving, decoupling applications and looking at new ways to embrace cloud technologies. You know, it plays very much to what Wind River is doing with our products in terms of evolving them in that direction as well. So understanding where we came from and the embedded base that we brought with that, and then bring it into the new technologies and providing that bridge.
We've talked a lot here about seeing these kind of changes in traditional, what are traditionally embedded systems, and how do you see that evolving in terms of both the programmable systems and the embedded systems with the new container and cloud technologies penetrating into these?
We could be here forever talking about those two types
You've
of
only got a couple of minutes, so you better make it concise.
Yeah, but no, it's a great question. Look, I mean, you know, you talk about containers, you talk about embedded systems, you're talking about lots of different pieces of technology. And, you know, if I see a way that things are evolving is that you need to evolve practically and driven by real customer demand and customer need. So, you know, I often talk to customers around cloud technologies, you know, and what they're doing. Are they wanting to go containerized? They do. Containers is the new way of embracing how you want to develop and deploy applications. But you've got to appreciate that you're coming very much from this OT background where you've got to understand the legacy. So I would say what we're doing in terms of, you know, working with our customers is making sure that they understand that technology. You know, Wind River is a software company. That's what it does. So bringing that expertise and understanding to our customers and then listening and saying, what are you trying to do as you start to evolve where you're going in these programmable systems, your new applications, and trying to work with them in terms of the best way to do that, the most economical way to do that, and effectively the way that their customers that we work with are going to consume that. There's no point us developing something that's too far ahead of the market and the customer say, oh, I don't know how to bring that in. So again, they're great technologies. They are very much being used as I start to see they're going forward, but they're going to be used based upon the need and what that customer is actually trying to do.
In the manufacturing, process and discrete manufacturing, in infrastructure and smart cities, a lot of times people are confronting legacy. It's always a legacy question and legacy migration question. Can you give some thoughts or examples of how people are using your products to address that situation?
Yeah, we've got a new product coming to the market. It'll be announced very soon, called the Helix platform. And it's really an evolution of our embedded OS. It provides a virtualization environment for software applications to run, okay? Why is this important? You know, you mentioned about how a customer's coming to us. Some customers are coming to us and asking us to say, hey, I've got applications and services that have been running for a long time, you know, in their control systems, in their infrastructure that's running. But they don't want to change that infrastructure too fast. But unfortunately, the environment in which it is working is becoming end of life. Many of these applications and services are running on platforms that have been out there for 20, 30 years. The end of life. But they want to reuse as much of that technology and move it into a modern environment. So what we can do is we work with them, take the application without having to completely rewrite it, and be able to put that on a new platform and really offer them a bridge from their legacy into a new environment. Because when you bring that platform in, you allow them to expand with that platform and use other applications and services. So we're really providing a way to move in the right step at the right time between the legacy and going forward. So we're providing that bridge.
I mean, one thing I would say about that, Ricky, is that a lot of customers who have these very old systems and have large installed bases of them, the update, even to a update of a platform, could take them years and years and years. And this kind of what do you call this? Replatforming or lift and shift? What do you call it?
Lift and shift effectively, So lift it out, move it across and put it back in with as minimal interruption to that application as possible. So, I mean, it's very useful for a lot of customers that want to preserve what they've got and then practically move forward. So, and I see that a lot in the industrial market right now.
Well, especially from the end user perspective, where they're looking at end of life situations,
Yep.
the years or months and years that it takes to prepare to
Yep.
adjust any other way makes this a real
Yep.
lifesaver in a way.
Well, and it does. And so you got two things. I mean, I was listening to one of the forums this morning, and there was a gentleman talking about a legacy control system, and it was $100,000 and 2 years to replace it. And what they were trying to do is to put a system around it that allowed them to continue to do it, but evolve it to new technology. And that's kind of the same thing. So we're embracing some of the legacy technologies, and, isn't the wonderful saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, But so being able to do that, but then being able to provide those enhancements that they're looking for in terms of bringing, as you say, cloud technologies. So I think it's, I think this is practically how the industry is going to move forward. As I say, it's not a rush and, or replace everything that's out there and let's just do that tomorrow. It's going to be very much a practical way of doing it, but then bringing it forward. And then I think what you'll start to see is those legacy ones start to then creep into that new technology which has been put out there.
Well, we hope to see that as it comes, and I hope you'll be here with us to watch it as it evolves. It's exciting times.
It is. I mean, Wind River, we see this as a very much an evolution. As I said, Harry, we've been here many years now. We will continue our participation here. We're very much a company that provides systems in the past. We're providing a bridge with the new platforms that we're bringing forward, and we've also got a path to the future from a cloud. So we're actually providing, from an OT, IT, and a legacy perspective, an infrastructure platform in a way that they can work that I think really will span multiples of use cases depending on where that particular customer or a person is.
Very interested in hearing about that as it evolves. Ricky, thank you for being with us.
Thanks, Harry. Pleasure.
My guest has been Ricky Watts, Vice President Industrial of Wind River. Thank you for watching.